Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Meteorologist Mike Javer, and today's word of the day is improvement in our forecast. I have no grays on my map, which means our air quality won't be too much of an issue today. We will see some improvement with that near surface smoke density, as I will show you in a minute. But temperatures today in the upper 70s and low 80s for most of us. We'll see a mix of clouds and sun this afternoon. Slight chance of a shower, especially down in my green area here, mainly south of I-80. I think it's going to be very isolated, to say the best. I think most areas should remain dry today, but just keep an eye out for that stray shower this afternoon, just kind of like how it was yesterday. But the main story today is improvement with the smoke guess for this afternoon today. You can see that surface density. We were in those greens, as you've seen from my previous videos, but today we're going to be more in those like lighter gray colors, which is good. We're going to see an improvement with that near surface smoke density. Now, we will see a lot of smoke still aloft. However, the biggest deal is here that we're going to see improvement at the surface. So we shouldn't have any air quality issues. And I can already see a little bit of an improvement out there today. The sky definitely looks a little bit bluer, which is always good news. But this video is mainly going to highlight the future. And our weather's a little bit on the quiet side right now. We don't have a lot going on. So we're going to be focusing on the future for probably the rest of the week here. And I brought up the Climate Prediction Center outlook. This is their 6 to 10 day outlook for August 12th through the 16th. And in this pink color here is 70% chance of above average temperatures. And then in this darker red here, which has parts of southeastern PA and south central PA, a 60% chance of above average temperatures. So there's a good chance that we're going to be seeing those above average temperatures again. As I've been mentioning, possible heat is returning in that pool weather that we all love and enjoy, because it's only August 7th and we still got a decent way to go before we really start to see some drastic temperature changes across the region. But looking at the European 500 millibar height anomalies, just kind of getting a look at the general pattern. We have this ridge that's building over the northwest. It comes into a trough, or low pressure, or lower heights I should say, into the north, and then another ridge that forms into the east here. Now the northern plains states here, this is where severe weather has been really active, and it continues to be really active based on this pattern. You have these troughs that kind of dig in right here, and this promotes stormy weather, especially right on the side of the ridge here. So right in this area here is going to be pretty active severe weather. But looking at ours, here's this ridge that's really building, and you can see those darker reds, especially up here. Those higher heights means warmer columns of air. So even though we will be warm, I do believe the warmer, or the warmest temperatures will be to the north of us. So that's why you might see the heat wave in parts of New England. I think I don't know if we're going to see a heat wave here, but it is going to be warm and above average, to say the least, based on the general pattern from the ensembles. And just looking at the EPS temperature anomalies and percentiles, of course, but the main takeaway here is not looking too much at the numbers, but we will be above average across much of the region, up to 15 degrees above average in some spots. Now that's like 10th percentile, of course, but or I should say 90th percentile, or most data will fall below that value, but that could be our maximum, up to 15 degrees above average in some spots. 5 to 10 degrees average sounds more likely, so we will see temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s, especially between the 12th and the 16th, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. And I think as we go a little bit further, the pattern kind of falls apart a little bit when we return to our rainier, kind of humid patterns. But we're going to keep an eye on this, and we'll keep you guys updated. But that's all I have for you guys today. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I will keep you all updated. Have a fantastic day.